Lecture materials can be generated on table using a variety of tools. For example, flat colors can be applied to distinguish different structures, such as the chambers of the heart. You can also use annotations to label structures. The positions of the annotations can be changed by tapping and dragging on the annotation. Once you have the view that you want, you can take a screen capture using the screen capture tool. You can then save it as a JPEG image that can be imported into your lecture presentation. You may also want to save it as a preset so that you can access it later to make changes if you so desire. You can highlight internal structures, such as heart valves, by using a combination of transparency and flat colors. This allows you to view the locations of internal structures relative to the locations of external structures. Here, we're applying transparency to the entire heart, and then removing transparency from the valves and applying a flat color so that they can be more easily seen. We can also use the single structure dissection tool located within the Action menu to remove a small part of the ascending aorta in order to make the aortic valve more visible. Now we can see the aortic valve more clearly and see each valve as it pertains to each chamber. Again, we want to take a screen capture and save this as a preset so that we can access it later if we need to. We can use the Draw tool to demonstrate pathways, such as the path of blood flow through the heart. Here, we can use the appropriate color of pen to represent oxygen poor versus oxygen-rich blood. Because the transparency is still applied to the chambers, we can see the flow through the valves and through the chambers as it flows up into the arteries leaving the heart. We can also use the text tool to include the lungs in this pathway since they are not currently present in the diagram. This will allow us to show the flow of deoxygenated blood from the heart to the lungs, and then we can use the red pen to indicate the flow of blood from the lungs and back through the chambers of the heart. And as always, we want to take a screen cap so that we can include it in our lecture. Remember that Draw tools cannot be saved as presets.